am a journalist at the BBC, and I worked on an investigation with the Africa Eye team on disinformation in Nigeria and what impact it has on communities. And we were particularly interested in finding cases where disinformation had caused real-world harm. And that's what we did in a place called Jos in Plateau State, Nigeria. We were able to identify a few cases with the help of the police, who told us that they believe that disinformation had led to the death of 11 men. Facebook and WhatsApp, well, I mean, WhatsApp is the number one. I think worldwide, Nigeria is similar to the rest of the world in that respect. But Facebook is also a huge platform in Nigeria. In 2016, we had 16 million users, and 2 years later, we have 24 million users. So for a lot of young people, it's their way of connecting with the rest of the world and, you know, sharing information with their friends or strangers. It's a very big and influential platform in Nigeria. So Facebook have a third-party fact-checking initiative, and their partners in Nigeria are the AFP and Factcheck. And we found out that the fact-checkers that have been deployed by those third parties amount to just 4. So that's 4 fact-checkers full-time for an audience of 24 million Nigerians. No, that was another thing that we found out, that none of the 4 that have been hired full-time speak Hausa, which is one of the biggest languages in Nigeria. When we confronted Facebook with this information, they told us that their teams offer Hausa support, meaning that if the teams need translations or help with the Hausa language, they can get it where necessary, but there's nobody working full-time in that language. A lot of the people that we spoke to on ground were not aware of how to report disinformation. One of the major issues in Nigeria is media literacy. So a lot of people might see false news but might not be able to detect it. And then in cases when they can detect it, they don't know how to report it. I mean, these are people that in some cases are quite educated but do not know how to use the platform to report fake news. I think absolutely, especially in a market where you have 24 million users. I think there is a certain sense of needing to have a responsibility with how your users are engaging with that platform. It shouldn't just be about corporate expansion and rolling out, you know, lovely entrepreneurial schemes and all sorts of different business ideas, but there's also that need to be responsible and monitor how people are using the platform, because in places like Jos and in certain regions in Nigeria, disinformation isn't just, you know, something funny that people are tweeting out. It can actually lead to real world harm, and it's a very dangerous thing that needs to be taken more seriously.